Many of you may not know this, but I'm actually a big advocator for Shantae for Smash. I know, shocking. People always dog on me for it and just call me horny or whatever and say she won't get in, so today I'm going to explain why I think Shantae has a pretty good chance of getting in Smash. The first Shantae game came out on the Game Boy Color in 2002, almost 20 years ago, so she's been in the ring for a while. Her next game, Risky's Revenge, was released on the DS, followed by Pirate's Curse, which is on the 3DS, and Half Genie Hero on the Wii U, and finally Seven Sirens on the Switch. This topic sort of ties in with the last, as Nintendo and Shantae's developer, WayForward, are on very good terms and have been partners for almost 2 decades. WayForward is a much better friend to Nintendo than Nintendo is with Microsoft or Sony, and that's pretty much obvious when you see that WayForward's history with Nintendo is just so lengthy. WayForward games have been released to Nintendo consoles since they first launched, and Nintendo continues to allow WayForward to put their games on their consoles. Shantae, Risky's Revenge, Pirate's Curse, Half Genie Hero, and Seven Sirens are all available to download on the Switch eShop, and some of WayForward's other IPs like River City Girls, Mighty Switch Force, and most recently Vitamin Connection are all on the Switch, with Vitamin Connection being a Switch exclusive. Going even further with WayForward's and Nintendo's relationship, Matt Bozen, the co-creator of Shantae, was interviewed about Shantae's inclusion in Smash Ultimate as a spirit. When asked about her being added to Smash, he said, "In this case, we just sent over some artwork to be used at their discretion, on the off chance they could include her in some way. We didn't know that she'd be a spirit, or even what a spirit was. We were shocked to see Shantae show up on a Smash Direct. It was awesome. Before that moment, we didn't know any details." WayForward was so open about Shantae's inclusion and trusting of Nintendo that they sent over artwork and permission to add Shantae in the game without even knowing the details. Without a doubt, WayForward is one of Nintendo's closest partners. Next up, I'm going to talk about how much people want her in Smash, because if you think she isn't a highly requested fighter, you are fucking wrong. I can say with confidence that if you walk up to someone who has both a Shantae game and Smash Ultimate on their Switch, they will either be cool with her getting in or absolutely want her, like 100%. First, I want to bring up the results for the Smash 4 ballot. For those unaware, to decide on a fighter for DLC in Smash for 3DS and Wii U, they held a poll for people to vote on. As we can see here, Shantae got number 6. Placing only behind characters that have been requested since the beginning of fucking time. With Banjo and Kazooie already being added, and Geno and Isaac being deconfirmed as a Mii Fighter and Assist Trophy respectively, the only 2 ahead of her that could have a chance of getting in are Bandanity and Sora. You can say what you want about why she shouldn't get in or whatever, but you have to admit she has a very high request rate, and lots of people want her in. Lastly, I want to briefly talk about Shantae's inclusion in Smash already. As we've stated, Shantae appears in Smash Ultimate as a spirit, along Risky Booch, which is worth mentioning, and she is also a choice for a profile picture for your online profile. And these 2 things obviously don't deconfirm fighters, since Pyra and Mythra are profile pictures and spirits, and Min Min also has a spirit. This is just more proof that Nintendo doesn't forget about Shantae. So that's what I've got for why Shantae has a good chance of getting in Smash Ultimate as DLC, and as you can see, there's lots of good reasons. So yeah, I think Shantae has a great chance of getting in Smash, and yeah, I would be really sad if she gets deconfirmed by being added as a Mii Fighter or something, but even if she does, that's still a lot of recognition from Nintendo to Shantae, and it would really help the franchise grow. And if she doesn't get in at all, yeah, I'll just cry. As a bonus, I'm gonna explain why Shantae's moveset would be fucking badass. First, let's discuss her abilities. Shantae is a half genie, meaning she has incredible magic power. She can transform into over a dozen different animals by dancing, including a harpy, elephant, monkey, and much more. These could be implemented in a major way as a gimmick or just as a small touch. The gimmick that she could have is to have something akin to Shulk's Monado. While Shulk gets different buffs depending on what art he uses, Shantae could select an animal to transform into, and each could have their own moves, damage output, kill power, hitboxes, the works. They would each have a timer, maybe some of them being longer or shorter depending on how good they are, and a cooldown, again changes the length depending on the transformation. If she doesn't get a gimmick like this, they might just have the transformations in place for smash attacks, and Shantae could quickly change to attack and then change back. Shantae is also a mage, and she has access to spells like fireballs, thunderclouds, magic mirror that can fucking turn her invincible, She can summon spike balls around her. Boomerang, I guess. She would also be a brawler and have some close range moves, as she's pretty good in close combat. I'd say she's more of a kicker than a puncher on account of her hair pretty much acting as a whip with better range than her arms. What else? Oh yeah, she's also really hot.